Being a farmer's daughter is tough. You are very left behind. My parents can't afford to buy new things for me. I don't have time to play with my friends because after school I always go to the farm and help my dad. When they ask you what do you want to be when you're growing up, when I said teacher, everyone just laughed at me because I don't think at that time my parents will have the money to send me to university. And that was, I think, the struggle of knowing or being told too so often that you're not going to become somebody. You just become the farmer's daughter growing up in the village and then get married and then selling an onion, and that's it. When not being told I cannot be somebody else, that actually triggered me to kind of prove them that they were wrong. And I could say safely that I am the black sheep in the family because I would just do things to make them realize that even if I'm a farmer's daughter, I'm going to make it into somewhere that's sitting in the office, wearing a nice clothes and travel around the world. So when I meet Aaron, he took me to see a coffee plantation or coffee farmers in Timor. And that moment, everything inside me woken up about being a farmer's daughter again. Like, I didn't want to be associated with farmers anymore. I had a good life. I had a nice job. I can buy whatever I want at that moment. I started to open up about myself to my husband, about who I am, what was my story. And that was actually the first time I truly opened up about myself to anybody else except my family.
So I came to Yeni with the project of looking for good quality vanilla to export to Australia. And she had spent probably the previous 10 years trying to escape farms and farm life. She brought to me a white synthetic powdered vanilla, thinking that that was vanilla and that's what the buyers were looking for.
So we began with growing our own vanilla on Yeni's family farm. Her dad and her mum being the farmers, and Yeni herself as well, who sees herself as a farmer's daughter and a farmer herself.
This is how good vanilla is look like.
Some amazing places that we've seen our products go, particularly our vanilla, is 5-star hotels all over Australia, convention centres, airline, food manufacturers, sporting stadiums. So we've come a long way since when we first began and are proud. And when Yeni and me go to Australia and we visit some of the chefs that use our products, I guess I've seen it in Yeni's eyes and in her face, the pride that she has to see vanilla that was grown on her family farm ending up in these amazing pastry kitchens in Australia.
This is actually where chocolate begins. So most people don't recognize a cacao fruit or even know that chocolate comes from a fruit and starts in a fruit like this.
We try to not only educate them in how to produce premium vanilla or coffee or chocolate, but then also showing them where it's ending up, what kind of kitchens, roasteries, bean-to-bar chocolate makers they're ending up in. One of our dreams is to actually take our farmers on a trip, hopefully to another country, to actually firsthand see the end products that their crops are becoming.
One of our main goals while we're moving back to Bali 3 years ago is to create a learning center where this going to have the learning center itself on how to learn food ecosystem, food security, where your food is coming from, and how to grow the food from seedling into harvest. For example, I invited a primary school near us to come and spend 2 or 3 days a farm camp to learn about what you can grow and what the product can become. Like if you grow tomatoes, you can create tomato paste or sun-dried tomato or sambal.
The story of Common Sense Trading exporting coffee actually started back in 2019 when me and Bebe, who's the founder of Harmonized Coffee, were working together in Melbourne at a coffee roastery called Coddle Coffee. I was in sales and Bebe was actually the roaster there. And I think we both dreamt of coming back to Bali. We both knew that we wanted to come back here and start something special. And we wanted the world to fall in love with Bali coffees. But not only that, being from the coffee industry in Melbourne and knowing that storytelling is so important to roasters, to baristas, to cafe owners, I think we realized that what we have is not just a story, it's actually an amazing reality of two Balinese people, my wife and Bebe, with a love for farming and from farming families. For us, that niche and staying close to Bali and dealing with the farmers that we have relationships with here, I think for us is a very special story.
Back home, my life was very comfortable, but the comfort can also become quite a dangerous thing as well, especially when you get too comfortable. It can kind of cause you to stagnate a little bit. So I always encourage risk-taking when possible, healthy risk-taking. And I think everyone has a different set of opportunities. In my case, it was within hospitality and food and the coffee industry. And my unique circumstances and now being able to live in Bali and connect all those dots together. And I think everyone individually has their own set of circumstances and opportunities which they can take risks within and hopefully advance their positions. And if they have that hunger, which I think is important to have.
I think one more thing I would like to add is keep dreaming, of course, and then keep changing and keep adapting, because without change, there is no life. Like butterfly. Thank you.